Yo, what's up, guys? It is Phantom here today, and I'm here with two members of the Lost Masters podcast. So please introduce yourself. Let's let the new guy introduce himself. Hector.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Hector, and my YouTube channel is Macho Channel. So youtube.com/Macho Channel 213. Do a whole bunch of video game coverage and playthroughs, and yeah,
And
huge Kingdom Hearts fan.
Edom. Did I say your
Hi,
name?
my name is Adam. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Doesn't
alright.
matter how you say it. Hi, my name is Adam, also known as Raph. I do a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff on my channel. I'm starting to do a little bit of anime on my channel. And now I'm here with the Lost Masters doing a podcast, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yep. And yeah. Today we're actually gonna the E3. We're gonna move the E3 podcast to Monday. We're gonna actually focus here on the Kingdom Hearts news that came out for E3. So let's actually talk about the 2.8 demo that came out.
Personally, I didn't really get too much into the Dream Drop Distance demo, but I did see chunks and pieces of 0.2, which I'm hearing great stuff about. There's some pros and cons out there, but other than that, it's from my hearing, it's excellent.
Yeah.
Adam, did you see anything?
I saw a little bit of Dream Drop Distance. There just wasn't enough, I guess. But I did get to see the whole 0.2 demo, which it looked great, in my opinion. There were a few cons here and there, but other than that, I think it looked fantastic.
Yeah. My true on opinion is I did get to see a little bit of the Dream Drop Distance, as everyone has said. I got to see that there was a new Dream Eater, and Tetsya Nomura has confirmed, well, not even Tetsya Nomura, but a Square Enix representative has confirmed there will be multiple Dream Eaters, multiple new Dream Eaters implemented in the game. So I feel like that's going to be good, and I really think it did to compensate for, with the 3DS, we had like these little AR cards, and those were our Dream Eaters. So I think that to compensate for that. 0.2, I got to see some of that. I gotta say that the gameplay looks very different from from Birth by Sleep. Like, you could tell that they made Aqua her own like tactical fighter.
What do you mean?
She doesn't. Everyone was kind of like she. You could tell that it still has kind of the floaty combat, but here's the thing: is that she's able to chain together a lot more combos than what we were able to see. And like you could see that a lot of her shot locks and all that were pretty cool. And not just that, one last thing was that she was able to use Blizzaga and then like slow motion slide through the areas around the buildings and all that.
Yeah.
Which I find that to be pretty interesting with how they did it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Most people were thinking it was either going to be just Birth by Sleep combat, or it was just going to be just Kingdom Hearts 2 / Kingdom Hearts 3 type combat.
Yeah.
But I guess they kind of did the like the mix of both worlds, basically, which is nice.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I was pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie, and we did get to see. Did you guys get to see any of the little cutscenes that they showed at the demo?
I saw one, and that was the one with Terra.
That's the one I wanted to talk about, and I have to say, you could tell that one is a little bit unpolished with
Yeah.
Terra's facial expression.
Oh yeah, it's still all a work in progress. I haven't really kept up with a lot on the 0.2 footage just because when I looked at KH13, they have like all these updates for different footage that were shown. Some of them were fillers, and I want to really go in fresh into it. But I mean, we all speculate how Terra was. It could be like a memory from Aqua's.
Outside bad guys. So can you guys talk amongst yourself for a quick second?
Yeah. No,
All right.
it was very speculated that what Aqua was seeing or hearing from that Terra image was based on her memory. So some of the screenshots I saw more or less confirmed that. It seems, I guess for myself, it seemed pretty obvious that he was just a memory because obviously what happened to Birth by Sleep. But other than that, yeah, I'm trying to stay really fresh on the experience for 0.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the one thing I saw from Terra is that he has no eyebrows, which is really weird. But I don't know if that's just the color contrast or not. But they did say that it's in the final stages of development, so they're probably going to polish it up and make it a lot better.
They gotta add like probably some finishing touches, like probably even back cover is probably not even done.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a bunch of characters with no eyebrows. But
Oh yeah, it's mostly just like fixing up, like tuning up the graphics and the presentation. But from Tetsya Nomura, one of the interviews that he went on to say that they are in like the final production for it, and the last thing to really tune up is obviously the graphics and, or at least the presentation, and then the English voice casting. So
yeah.
they're right to stretch right there.
I guess I'll kind of go through some of the, because I am on K13 right now. I guess we'll go through some of the article from Famitsu.
Yep.
So in
Okay.
regard to Kingdom Hearts 2 Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage, Nomura remarked the ability for the product to be easily altered with Unreal Engine 4, especially in regard to lighting, as previously mentioned in Denkai. I don't know. The lighting seemed okay for most of the trailers. What are you guys' thoughts?
It's a new direction, without a doubt. Now they're using Unreal Engine 4 compared to their last, what was it? I think it was Ebony. What's their last engine?
It was called Luminous Engine.
Oh, Luminous. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Ebony was for Final 15, I think. But yeah, Luminous Engine. The fact that their Unreal Engine 4 transition was seamless, it seems. That's really good. The lighting looks fantastic, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think the lighting looked really good from my perspective. But there wasn't really like a huge difference between Luminous and Unreal Engine 4, which I'm proud of, and especially for a team to just pick up the engine and learn it very quickly is very hard. So I'm kind of excited for that as well.
I'm glad they were able to take the
The
water.
Kingdom Shader transition was like, you could barely tell the difference, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they were able to test out the waters with the Kingdom Shader using 0.2 because, yeah, like, they're working on Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously, but they want to see, okay, let's see how this, let's see what the kind of template we can kind of give them that will allow it to develop over it and see what we can do. Which is kind of a way of saying, let's see what we... It's like when you draw something, and like you put it on the internet, first thing you want to do is draw it with hand, then you want to get it out there and you want to draw it digitally. So basically that's what I think. I find it that they were... When they did that, that was a good move on them with 0.2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's get to the next point in the article. What is in the demo will be in the retail version of the game. He wanted to give the players something to explore in the demo. Some place where they could have gone to get up high to a lay of the land before proceeding. Nomura said K3 will have a similar feel where free running to high places and scoping out the map will be necessary. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
I mean, that's just having that verticality element that's new for Kingdom Hearts, and that's very exciting.
Adam, what do you think?
I guess in like the previous Kingdom Hearts titles, we didn't really need to go to these high places. It was kind of like we went to this place and it took us to this place, and it was always like it kept going forward instead of like making us go a little bit backwards, and I think that's fine. Especially since it's kind of like in the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer where we see Sora jump off Mount Olympus. I guess that's what they were kind of talking about, where Sora needs to go all the way up this mountain and then he has to jump all the way back down to kind of see where he needs to go, which is actually really nice. I think that's a great touch.
Kind of gives us more of an open world film, letting us see the lay of the land and how the world is.
Yeah, it gives more depth, which is amazing because, like as you said before, you just kept going forward, right? It's just not one dimension. That's not the right term. Or it's not even flat. It's just like there's not as much depth to it until now, which it looks jaw dropping.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I can't even imagine how they're gonna do it for Big Hero 6. Like that's gonna be amazing.
Jesus, that's gonna be amazing. It's a
it's gonna be fantastic.
It's like when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, I don't think we've ever seen like them have like in a huge open world. Yeah, they've had an open world, but like a huge open world to where like you don't have to transition into the next thing by like it's like the invisible wall. Like I feel like we're finally getting to where we can like jump off of something. We can see like a whole new section of that world.
Mhm.
So basically, like, kind of a free roaming thing. The more date that time had stopped in the place only this place in that moving different locations will result in a different effects. Which we kind of already had a feeling with the gears. Like everybody was pretty much estimating that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how it's tied to like a puzzle or something like that.
Yeah. Nomura called the Heartless Swarm a devil's wave, mentioning they've been present since the first Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer and that they're not at full power. They're still not at full power. So what do you guys think on this?
I can't wait to see that full power. Basically, I mean, you see how awesome it looked when Sorg, like, he jumped off of it in the first KH3 trailer, and in my mind, I'm just like, holy crap, this is cool as hell.
I really hope that's kind of the transition from the from like the from the prologue to the actual game. Like that's what I kind of hope that's the transition to.
Mhm.
It would be insane if, like, the devil's wave forms into a stronger Heartless, like, I don't know, the big
that'd be
Heartless.
cool.
That big unknown Heartless from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, just imagine that. That'd be dope.
That'd be really cool.
Um, and one more thing, Aqua will only gain strength through leveling up. There's no Keyblades for her to obtain. From the interview, hypothesized that is why the command style remains in 0.2 when they won't really be present in Kingdom Hearts 3, where you can change Keyblades. Nomura doesn't remark on this point on a way or another. So what do you guys think that there's only one Keyblade in the game and you can only obtain by leveling up? What do you guys think on that?
That's fine.
I think that's fine. I think it matches the lore because it's kind of hard for Aqua to find a Keyblade in the realm of darkness.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Good point.
It tested out, like, it kind of gives us a little bit of a challenge, so I'm good with that.
I mean, to be honest, the Keyblade she has, I wouldn't trade it in for anything, so.
When discussing the length of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2 fragments, Moria says it will feature a lot of cutscenes. So what do you guys think on this? Frankly, I'm okay with it. I mean, we get more story lore into it. Let Adam go this time. What do you think?
I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like, I don't know how to really explain this. In like Kingdom Hearts 2, like there's a lot of cutscenes if you really like watch all of it. There is a lot, and especially since like the beginning, which is like Roxas and his friends. There's like 4 hours of cutscenes like right there, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole prologue. That's 4 hours. Like, wasn't the prologue like 7 or 6 hours? I don't remember.
It's pretty long. It depends how long like you stay involved with it.
Yeah, it's a pretty long prologue.
Because you can keep the 7 days at least under 3 hours.
Yeah. Like, that's if you keep skipping cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm happy that there's more cutscenes in this one, though, because I can see the gameplay in 0.2 being very straightforward because it's a mix of Birth by Sleep and 3. So it gives us a taste of 3 because you bet it's not going to give us a full extent. It's like asking the Platinum Network Final 15 to give us the entire slew of what the combat has to offer.
Definitely.
Next thing is the intended play order is Dream Drop Distance and a Fragment Passage, then Kingdom Hearts 3. So, does that mean that a Fragment Passage, like, is a complete prequel?
It is the prologue in the Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Damn, it's such a long title. But no, yeah, seriously, it is the prologue with Dream Drop Distance and a Fragmentary Passage. And, yeah, I think it explains it more in the next bullet point, actually.
Yeah, if we kind of look back at, like, the Jump Festa trailer, you do get to see, like, it's Mickey telling the story. So this is definitely something that takes place like after Dream Drop Distance, and that's kind of the reason why.
Yeah. Basically, they kind of like it makes sense though. It makes sense. I'm not complaining too much. I'm happy for it. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage did not exactly scrap content from Kingdom Hearts 3. It was something he felt he needed to make, but Nomura didn't want to bog down the pace of the storytelling in Kingdom Hearts 3 with backstory, so he separated it out and created a separate installment around it. I
There you go.
think
That's
that's
your
way
reason.
too. Yeah, that kind of answers a lot of questions. Cause he
There you
didn't
go.
like. I understand where he's coming from. Cause heck, not even like you could tell that's kind of why they made Chain of Memory because in like Kingdom Hearts 3, like you didn't play Chain of Memory, you were a little bit lost, but at the same time, you kind of had an idea what the story was.
Oh yeah, no, I totally missed Chain of Memories because I didn't have a Game Boy Advance when I was younger, and
Mhm.
so I jumped straight to Kingdom Hearts 2, and I definitely had questions about Naminé and a few. Really, I think that's my only real question was about Naminé and why Sora's in the pod. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine too.
other than that, like after you got out of the pod, it went straight into the Kingdom Hearts 2 story, and it was wrapped from there, really.
See, I had a Game Boy, but it broke like after I got Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory. Like, I played through about half of it. I got to at least the Vexen fight, then my Game Boy had broke. So I didn't know what. I was like, oh, well. Next piece of article is actually in regard to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. Nomura mentioned to the Katanuki explained that it was something that Osaka team really wanted to add to the game. He also discusses PS4 trophies, 60 frames per second, the difficulties in transitioning to a game without two screens to work with. He mentioned that the spirit developing for unique properties of the 3DS continues in now developing for the unique properties of the PS4. So any thoughts on what I just read?
Um, I gotta say, 60 frames per second, Dream Drop Distance looks fantastic. Um, as well with the new Dream Eater kind of implemented, this kind of hints, or I think it hints as to extra content in the game, like maybe a few more side bosses that we can do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
hmm
Hopefully, no more
before
Julius.
before we go on, just I want Spencer, I think you skipped one bullet point. I want to know your guys' thoughts on it because when I read it, I was trying to think how they're going to do this. And it's that Kingdom Hearts 3 will have a short prelude before the game really starts to make sure everyone is caught up. I wanted to know what you guys think how they're going to do that.
Um.
Hmm.
mm,
Like as like the intro, like how Kingdom Hearts did it, where it did like I said, like I didn't play Chain of Memories, but when I saw that short like opening, I understood what was going on. Are they gonna do the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3, or are they actually gonna have like a cutscene dedicated to catching everybody up on the story?
I hope it's
Um,
either an opening or do it like the mobile game Unchained Key did, or it's like someone kind of explaining it to you in the story while the game is loading or something. I mean, that's
hmm.
an interesting way. Like, I honestly hope it's the opening.
I would hope it's an opening. That would be my number one type of thing. But there is also the fact that it could possibly be like a short cutscene type thing where maybe Mickey or like Sora is kind of like narrating it and saying like this happened and this happened and this happened and kind of try to make it like make sense to like maybe newcomers to the game. So
Yeah.
Whatever way they do it, they'll find a really creative and
Yeah.
interesting way to do it. Like I definitely like both ideas, but that storytelling idea is pretty
Yeah.
good too, though, Phantom.
Because it's like, if they do it through that, like, and like, suppose, I don't know, I really hope this isn't true. Like, if Kingdom Hearts does have a one day patch, please don't have it. Uh, please, do it that way. Make it creative. Don't just patch it in and then, like, we have to wait a long time for loads and all that.
well,
So, wait, what were you saying, Hector? Sorry.
No, not
okay,
me.
I was gonna say the patch type thing is a Sony problem
Uh,
because every game that you get it's automatically going to get a patch, even if there's like nothing new onto it.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't even, okay, this is going to be, I don't know, man. I just hope that with this, if they do patch it, don't make it a long ass, boring ass, like, I don't know. Just make sure that the patch doesn't affect the gameplay in any bad way or so.
I agree as well. But Kingdom Hearts has never been one for doing patches. I think they've only done one patch, and it was for the Japanese version of Dream Drop Distance.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
So-
it's more. If they're going to do a patch for the Kingdom Hearts 3, it's going to be probably stability issues with like not issue, but stability uh, situations with PS4, which Edom said, it's all Sony's thing.
hmm
So now we're getting in the back cover. Kingdom Hearts back cover is being made with the same tech as Kingdom Hearts 3. So you guys thoughts on that? To be honest, I kind of already knew that from watching the trailer.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's gonna be cool. A CG movie, why not?
Yeah, this one looks really, really good compared to the last two. So
Yeah, the last two I kind of slept on. Next, Famitsu asked directly if the Black Coat is the foreteller's master. Nomura says yes, he is a unique glue between them, and apparently he has a nickname for each of the foretellers. So he basically just spoiled it right out.
I think this must be a mistranslation or something because that's a legit spoiler.
It truly is.
Yeah,
Like I don't even
It's
know.
not
If this
common. It's not common knowledge.
I think that's a joke, to be honest.
Possibly, man.
Yeah, hopefully. I want to be surprised.
But it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like, why did you just flat out say it like that? Like, you said it, like, how they try to write it out, he said it kind of casually.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like that's a mistranslation. Because Nomura's not the type of person to just say, oh, that's the Master of Masters under the hood.
It's not going to spoil it. It's going to make you, kind of work for it.
No, exactly. It's like, well, it doesn't make sense to Nora, because, like I said, it's not like him to do that. But it's also, it doesn't really make a lot of sense in the story, and the story, in itself is complicated, but, this part doesn't make any sense because if he's the Master of Masters, then who is the sixth foreteller? And if there's a sixth foreteller, where is he? Who is he or she? And if this kind of Black Coat is the Master of Masters, that means he gave every one of the foretellers a book of prophecies. And apparently he's a lost master, so apparently he's not. He's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's hiding his identity, but then that doesn't make much sense either to go back to the people you know.
I think the hooded guy looks like just someone who's probably gonna he just looks like someone who's probably the one who orchestrated the Keyblade War. Just what he says. Like he said that one that Xander said, when darkness lies or something. I don't remember the exact line. It's actually been a while since I looked at the trailer, it's been a week. But I needed that rehab.
I also think that this can't be the Master of Masters, because it's kind of like the Master of Masters taught them his own virtues and stuff like that, and it kind of they've learned from their masters, and they've learned to protect the world and be good and make everybody treated as equals and stuff like that. So then why would he all of a sudden just go, no, just this world is gone and it sucks? So
it's a weird shift in character, and it doesn't really add up.
Yeah. So let's actually get on to the next piece of news. And sorry guys, I kind of left the page for a quick second. Nomura. Okay, it says Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key has recently hit $4 million. After North American release, there was a very strong demand to release in the EU. He is happy for the in Europe. Thank you. Thank you so much. He is happy for the chapter of Kingdom Hearts to be brought to fans all over the world. To be frank, I thought it was already released in Europe.
No, it was delayed a little bit.
Oh, because like I had it when it like the day it came out. So yeah, that's
The reason
wait, go on, guys. Sorry.
I think the reason why they delayed it for Europe is that unlike English and Japanese, those are like one and two languages, right? Like Japanese is one language, English is another language. But like Europe, there is like Dutch, there is like French, there's like 5 languages that they kind of had to translate, so that takes a little bit longer. So that's why it was kind of delayed in Europe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like I thought it was already released, and then I should have known something because the gamer joint didn't even have the game. So yeah,
Oh, he's in like New Zealand or something like
yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So basically, probably the worldwide release date, like the worldwide release for Unchained Key, to where it's in Europe and all that, it's probably gonna be when Kingdom Hearts 2.8 comes out. That's only a theory, but it makes a lot of sense.
Mhm. I mean, it could, or it could be before 2.8.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be before 2.8. I mean, a lot of people that are into Kingdom Hearts and are in Europe have probably found a way to play the game anyways. So,
All right.
I mean, a lot of people that are playing the English now have played the Japanese.
Yeah, that's true. Like there's this really really hard process of getting the Japanese, but it's worth it after a while. But you won't know what they're
Mhm.
saying, so you're kind of screwed on that.
Yeah. I also kind of think that they would put out Unchained Key in Europe before 2.8 because of back cover the movie, because that's gonna spoil the whole kind of game narrative type of thing. So
And the thing is, like, I feel like they needed the back cover because, to be honest, Unchained Key is kind of slow.
oh
It's
yes.
very slow.
I clocked in dozens of hours, but it wasn't because like it was fully kept me immersed. No, I was just trying to get to the story. But yeah.
No,
Nomura
it's
also,
taking his sweet time with like
yeah,
the whole story, but I mean, it's just because we're playing from the Keyblade wielder's perspective, so.
yeah. Let's get on to this next bullet point. Nomura also hint that Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key story will soon branch from Kingdom Hearts Key story. Kingdom Hearts Key is complete, but Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key can be considered Season 2. Basically, the browser game before we got Unchained Key, and no two will actually connect.
Yep, and there's definitely a plot thread that makes them connect too, which is really interesting.
I thought they were the same game.
I thought it
They
too,
are
but
they are the same game. It's just that Unchained Key as they have a plot thread that's gonna connect straight into Unchained Key,
Mhm.
and whether we get that portion of Key, I'm not sure. Because the people that are playing Key, their servers are going to be terminated by the end of this year, by September, I think it was. And it's going to transfer into Unchained Key. And there's actually a plot that associated with it saying, like, Key is actually, like, a dream version or something like that. Or it's pretty confusing. I haven't really got that much into it, but I still have to see what that's all about because there is a story to go with it.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't played Key, but I played Unchained Key, so it's kind of, yeah.
No, I would definitely search. Like, I think it's one of those story details that you don't really need to know, but like if you want to search into it and it's there, it's still pretty cool.
It's kind of weird because it's like if those two kind of linked, then why would they shut down Key in like September? That's
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
like,
it's like his like Unchained Key is like, as you said, like season 2, but it's
Mhm.
weird how he just like instead of just integrating Key or changing Key into Unchained Key, it's terminating all of Key, which is kind of weird.
yeah. Nomura anticipate that Kingdom Hearts 3 may hit Japan slightly earlier than the rest of the world, but it will be nearly simultaneously.
This
Honestly,
is
that's
bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's
I have
alright.
no filter there. Complete BS. Complete BS.
The only reason I'm not completely complaining because it might only be like a couple of days, and that I believe that happened with Dream Drop Distance. It was only like a couple of, it was either a couple of months or just a couple of days.
Dream Drop
So
Distance was a couple. I think it was like 2 months.
yeah, I mean it wasn't such a long wait.
But it's just like, it's the whole. I get that localizing it takes time, and it takes a lot of time, and it's just
Yeah,
the whole like not releasing on simultaneous day like really irks me because look at Persona 5, right? Everybody has known Persona 5 is going to be a thing for years,
Yes.
just like developers. So the fact that they're releasing it in Japan in September and releasing it in North America, I don't know about Europe, but releasing it in North America in February, that's a big gap.
yeah,
And we're
like
going to have
that.
a lot of people that are going to be importing, doing playthroughs, spoiling story points, character points. It's going to be a problem,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah,
staying away from social media. And there is going to be the same thing with Kingdom Hearts. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not like Persona 5. Persona 5 is something that's individualized and it's its own story. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a conclusion to a story.
yeah,
So have that
Or a
released on
tweak,
the same
part
day
of a story.
worldwide. Yeah, yeah. So have that released on the same day. I mean, they're doing with Final Fantasy 15, so there should be no excuse with Kingdom Hearts 3, especially since they've been working on this game since 2013.
And the weirder part, in my opinion, is that 2.8 is getting a worldwide release, which means everyone gets the game at the exact same time. So then
Right.
why would they make it so where Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't do that? It's
like that's the one thing. Like everybody did kind of have like, heck, I was anticipating the worldwide release for Kingdom Hearts 3 because I was like, so if they can do 2.8, then they can definitely work on 3 immediately and get this out to everybody at the same time. But like with him saying that like that, like he's got to clarify something. Like, and it can't be like if it does come like suppose it does have a worldwide release that he was just messing with us. That's good, but you need to clarify like how far away we gotta wait. Like you only said
You know,
maybe.
I think that he was just saying it just to get it out there.
Yeah,
To say that hey, this game is coming out, is a game and it's releasing, but it might release. I think it was just saying that just to ease everyone's minds about this game being released sooner rather than later.
yeah,
But we'll see how it goes because I know a lot of people. I know they're gonna get a lot of backlash about not having a simultaneous release when they have a simultaneous release not only for Final Fantasy 15, one of the biggest games they're releasing this year, but also Dream Drop Disc or 2.8.
uh,
So
yeah.
to
Cause it's
be
like,
honest,
wait, go say what you're gonna say, Edom. Sorry.
I'd rather them just delay the game. And I understand that people in North America are kind of like, oh, we want the game as soon as possible and stuff like that. But really, to be honest, I would rather them delay the game. I could wait 10 years for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out, and it could be like the best thing ever, and that would be amazing, to be honest. But I'd rather them delay the game, make it worldwide release so that everyone gets the game at the exact same time. We all get to play the game. We get no spoilers and stuff like that. So.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's get on to the next piece of news, which is slightly a bit happier for us American fans. So Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue is in the final stages of production with English recording currently being mastered and timed. He also told fans to please be patient and anticipate this winter for new Kingdom Hearts 3 information and focus on Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue for now. Basically what he's saying, like guys, just calm down on the Kingdom Hearts 3 information and we should focus more on 2.8 right now. And that recording for 2.8 is actually pretty much done on the English side, and then obviously for the Japanese side. So you got thoughts on this?
You want to go, Ethan?
I mean, I'm focused for 2.8, and I'm excited that they are doing voice acting as of right now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's coming out in December, so it better be in that stage right now. If not, they got some serious grind time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they gotta hurry up because it's like December's in a couple months. How I know
Yeah,
this one's gonna,
I don't want to patch in just because they forgot Tara's eyebrows in the cutscene.
you're gonna be like eyebrows on fleek because they're not there.
He has them drawn in.
He like Tetsya Nomura come in. Wait a minute. Like the game stops like midway gameplay. Wait a minute, we gotta draw the eyebrows. So like, can you guys like pause it for a quick second?
Oh my gosh.
That'd be amazing.
That's gonna be hilarious. And last but not least, on the back cover news, next year is the 15th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts and also the 30th anniversary for Final Fantasy. He told fans to anticipate a lot of features next year relating to those series. I gotta say,
yeah, man. Woo!
but like,
So,
I remember I was like 3 or 4 playing Kingdom Hearts. It was that young.
I was 8 years old when I first played it.
I
Back in
think
2002.
I was 8 or something, like 2005-ish. So,
Oh,
yeah.
so I'm am I the only one that probably was 8 years old in 2002 then? I'm the old guy here.
We're sorry. You were the
That's not a-
one. I was only 2.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I was just like, oh man, I'm the adult.
He's our wise mentor. Luna, we still got some other things to cover.
Oh yeah, we still have at least 3 more stuff to cover.
Yeah.
There's another interview for Dengeki, and there's 2 other stuff from the co-director of Kingdom Hearts.
So let's get into
Taisue?
Yes.
I don't want to butcher this man's name, so I'm just gonna call him Ty.
Exactly.
Ty says Kingdom Hearts HD collection on PS4 is not worked out completely. In a recent interview with GameSpot at E3, Ty, co-director of Kingdom Hearts series, said that Kingdom Hearts HD Collection 1.5 and 2.5 have not been rolled out completely for PS4, and you can read what he said below. We haven't come to the decision, and nothing is announced yet. We listen to our fans and our players to see what they think about, and yeah, I'm not ruling it out, but we're not making an announcement just yet. So guys, what are your thoughts?
It better be released after 3.
Yeah.
Or at least when 3 comes out.
Edom, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is I think this is a good way. I don't want it to be a type of way to stall for Kingdom Hearts 3, but I do want it to come out on the PS4, especially with 40 frames per second, or 60 frames per second, sorry. That would be amazing. So, and not like a bad port of like 2.5, which was just almost terrible and kind of broken.
Yeah, like super bad. But I feel like they should, if they do it alongside Kingdom Hearts 3, make it in a collector's edition. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Because the last collector's edition, which I don't own, but I know Hector owns.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. My Shadow Heartland saying hi.
And,
Oh, you got the $100 collector's edition?
Yeah, I sure did. And I saved up for that one.
Oh, you're lucky.
Thanks.
we know that it both came with Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. So, I mean, they can do the same thing for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, that's the one I'm definitely getting, but they need to... They got... Y'all got some explaining to do. Now, what are you saying?
I definitely think that they might do something like that. I mean, a lot of people ask for it. The thing is, if they're going to release it alongside Kingdom Hearts 3, who's going to work on it? You know?
Oh, that's a good thing, because that's another thing as well, because it's like Osaka team is doing Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 right now, which is crazy.
They're going to be kind of busy. And it's not like they can get Disney Interactive to do it because, we all know what happened there.
Oh boy.
But any member on the Final Fantasy 15 team is probably working on Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7. So, I mean, they could reach out to the same studio that did the Final Fantasy 10 remaster, because isn't that I think the same studio that not only did the PS3 and PS Vita port, but also the PS4. So they could reach out to that studio and say, hey, try and get this done so that we release it alongside Kingdom Hearts 3 or, maybe sometime after or maybe even before. But all I know is that I agree with Even saying that it better not delay Kingdom Hearts 3 anymore.
Yeah, over for that. Like, you told us this was the final prologue, guys. 2.8.
Yeah, I know. Watch them announce like the collection pack. Amber's like, no, we want Kingdom Hearts 3, and then the parents like, well, you guys asked for this, douche nuggets. Like,
They're like, what do you want more? And we're only one team. And the last thing in this article says, in addition to stating that about the possibility of HD collections, before he also said that Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually going smooth right now. So I guess development is going good.
Well, in my opinion, I don't know what smooth is to Tetsya Nomura or Square Enix. like what is smooth exactly?
They didn't even explain that. All they just said that it was coming along nicely.
It means that he's eating Frito chips as he watches his little minions work on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Let me Tetsya Nomura, when he flew out here to LA, he was like, let me get some In-N-Out burger before we actually do anything else.
An extra large shake, please.
So let me get a double with extra cheese and oh wait, I'm supposed to be working on Kingdom Hearts? Nah, that can wait. Now
No. They don't need it yet.
They don't need it yet. I can eat real quick. But we have fun here.
But if smooth is literally the way Mickey looked in the Jump Festival trailer, oh boy.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see how he looks,
Oh man.
But yeah, we have fun here. Anyhow, we get to the next. Wait, let me check one thing. Ah, damn.
We have one more quote from Tai, and then the Dengeki interview.
Okay, yeah. Let's go down to no Final Fantasy-based world will appear in Kingdom Hearts 3. When asked by GameSpot about the possibility of Final Fantasy-based world in Kingdom Hearts 3, co-director, and I'm going to try to say his last name, Tai Yasui...
Yasue. No, you got it. Yeah, it's Yasue.
No, you got it.
Okay. Tai Yasui answered that they would not be adding any. Tai Yasui quote followed, "We're not adding any Final Fantasy worlds. A lot of the original to Kingdom Hearts world, Hollow Bastion, Traverse Town, etc. had Final Fantasy characters in them. At the moment, we are not really coming up with any plans for that. We're making original worlds and Disney worlds." I think that I don't know how to feel about this. I'll let you guys speak on it.
Well, Eva, are you a Final Fantasy fan?
For me, to be honest, I know the Final Fantasy characters. I just haven't played a Final Fantasy game from like start to finish. So.
Okay, so like, what do you think about this then?
To me, this isn't a huge problem, but I would have preferred if there was a Final Fantasy Worlds in here. Reason being so that I could, maybe like when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, I would be more excited to play that because I was in their world for like maybe a few or like a split second or whatever it is that they were doing.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's actually a good argument. Because for me personally, I played a majority of the Final Fantasies, and when Ty said that they're really focusing on original worlds and Disney worlds, I was more leaning towards that because what I know Kingdom Hearts is, or at least like the Dark Secret Saga is Disney World and original worlds. So adding any more to that would just, I don't know. Like, I'm open to the idea. It's just like I'd rather have Kingdom Hearts 3 just focus on original worlds and Disney worlds rather than just like Final Fantasy, Marvel, and Star Wars. If you notice, he even said we're making original worlds and Disney worlds. He didn't say anything about Star Wars. He didn't say anything about Marvel. So I can't really confirm that there's going to be no Disney or Marvel in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I could be wrong.
Even though I'm a huge Marvel fan and a huge Star Wars fan, I gotta admit, I'm glad for this. I'd rather them have like they do announce them, like if in a hypothetical world they announce the Star Wars Marvel world and they don't announce Final Fantasy world, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be the happiest of camper Square because I'm like, you could have went for something that would like even it would still kind of connect to the Xehanort saga, but no, you went with the Marvel and Star Wars world, which could have connected to another saga, which you already stated there'll be more Kingdom Hearts games than just this one.
Yeah, going back to what you even said, like I felt like it would have made more sense to include a Final Fantasy world rather than a Marvel and Star Wars world.
Yeah, and as well, like, another reason would be to add a Final Fantasy world is Leon and Squall and, like, all the other Final Fantasy characters that are living in, like, Hollow Bastion are there because their world is gone. Their world is no longer
like,
existent.
completely erased.
It's kind of like they should include this world because how are these guys gonna, get home? There should be like another side story.
Well, I mean, their home originally is Hollow Bastion, isn't it?
No.
Or
Like,
Radiant Garden.
They even stated that as we go through each, I believe it was Squall was saying like our world was completely taken over and this was our field of refuge. And I keep getting these goddamn notifications. Sorry.
I have to look back on that because I swore that Radiant Garden was the world. Like, I don't know. I have to look back on that.
Yeah. Still in Kingdom Hearts 1 he stated that, but I don't know. I don't know if I said the quote right. You guys know how I am with this.
I don't know. The reason why I don't think it's their home is because you don't really get to see them in Birth by Sleep, like in Radiant Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just really see Kyrie.
Mhm.
It's like she did the little girl at the end of the day.
Well, I'm gonna search it up. You go to the next one. I'm gonna see like
Right.
where these guys are from in Kingdom Hearts.
It's Yasui also went on to add that worlds are often selected for gameplay and how well they would mesh in with the Kingdom Hearts series, going on and say that they want to make sure that a variety with Disney World that are recognized but also distinct and unique. Co-director Tai Yasui will be featured in Square Enix presentation live stream during E3 on June 15th, 2016, dedicated to discussing Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8. Now, I did not know a live stream was going on, but it's happening.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, it's happening like in about 2 hours.
Okay, so it will take place.
Oh, here we go. Here, I found where Leon is. I'm sure Leon and Yuffie like are in the same boat, and Aerith and Cloud. I don't know about Cloud, but I know Leon and Yuffie are probably the same boat here. But it says, between Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts, Squall Leonhardt grew up in the paradise world of Radiant Garden until it was consumed by darkness. Ashamed and angry that he was unable to defend his home and his loved ones from the Heartless, Squall assumed the name Leon in order to distance himself from his past.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. So Leon awakened Traverse Town along with a few fellow Radiant Garden refugees, Yuffie, Aerith, Sid, none of whom changed their names as Leon did. Doesn't say anything about Cloud, though.
Probably Cloud got, like, he freaking left. Okay.
Yeah, Cloud's the anomaly, it seems like. He wasn't from Radiant Garden.
Yeah. So, I guess we can get on to the last article, because if we keep this going on, then we're going to be here for a month. And not
yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. When I did my Kingdom Hearts update video on my channel, it took me up to 22 minutes to get everything all said and done.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover.
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of glad we turned this into a podcast, because if we tried to combine this with our full E3 thing, this is going to probably cap for 2 hours. So,
Yeah.
And so let's finish this up right. So, new interviews with the series director oh wait, did we already read this?
Oh, there's like in the Dengeki interview, there's some things that are repeated, other things are not. But yeah. Oh, so even I'm actually on the wiki right now.
Oh, this is the Dengeki.
And it says for Cloud, along with Aerith, Tifa, Yuffie, Sid, and Leon, were originally set to appear in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. However, they were removed from the game because, according to Nomura, there are too many plot lines already, and it would become confusing.
See, he wrote about it. Also, Tetsya Nomura talked about another installment of The World Ends With You itself as in a sequel being difficult rather than it involved. Okay, that actually seems good.
Did anybody
Anyone
play the
else?
world with you?
Yeah, I got it on.
No,
Oh man, you gotta play that.
I have to play that. I really do have to play it.
Like that, the
I
dark, like the storyline gets super dark later on. But watch, you're gonna love it.
I wasn't a
This thing
huge
is
fan of
really
it.
dark.
Oh, and
Well,
when finally comes, super late.
Yeah, because Skype is being stupid.
I,
Again.
I
Hey,
can't. We like got through so many articles already, man.
well,
Yeah, what should I get
we're in
through?
the last one, so he just
Yeah.
came just in time to come to the last
All
one.
right,
Nintendo?
so yeah, I guess I can read through most of them and let's kind of give like quick thoughts. So, following the official start of E3 2016, Dengeki has posted a new interview with Kingdom Hearts series director Tetsuya Nomura focusing on a newly revealed Kingdom Hearts 2. And we already know about this crap. So here are a few snippets gathered from the interview. Even though the news is not incoming as quickly as fans would hope, development is not delayed. What do you guys thoughts on that? I think these are pretty different pieces of news. So what do you guys thoughts on it?
Woo!
When?
Yay! Good thing.
You want to finish this burger. That's all I gotta say.
But, I actually want to see some pieces of, like, the gameplay on Skyward Wings channel since he actually went to E3. And also, they were holding a demo. And I think it's like 14 minutes. Hopefully that's not how long the game is, because I don't expect
Because I think
0.2
you're
to
gonna.
be that.
I think like you explore the castle at one point.
yeah.
Okay. Let's get to the next piece. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage being the length of the world pertains more to the length of a one world in Kingdom Hearts 3. There you go. Your question has been answered, Wayne. Tetsuya Nomura promises that the volume will be a decent length. Guys, thoughts on that? Well,
I'm
that
happy.
need to be quick.
That should be like an hour to 2 hours.
2 hour game, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm probably going to be playing Dream Drop Distance even though I have literally no interest in it anymore. Again, I played that game 5 different times. I think I know the story off the back of my head.
Now you get to play the 6th time.
But this time,
HD glory.
You gotta play Dream Drop Distance, though. I mean, the game is amazing.
The battle system in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage, is a mixture of Birth by Sleep as well as Kingdom Hearts 3. The command deck is not present, but special attacks and such as consume MP as they would in the previous games like Kingdom Hearts 2. Magic will affect surrounding areas as previously talked about in Kingdom Hearts 3. Using magic in different sequences will also create a different effect on enemies such as Blizzard and then Thunder. I want to say sorry for the stuttering, guys. I'm not wearing my glasses. So basically whatever I can squint down and see.
Alright.
And we actually did see that in the trailer, how when she used Blizzard, she froze some of the enemies.
Yeah. And,
When she used Lightning, it went basically all around her.
And what were you saying, Edom?
I was going to say literally what Wind was going to say with the new trailer.
Also, Kiraga or Kier does not take all of your MP like it does in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, really? That's weird.
It doesn't... I think that's just because it's going to be... Because I think this is like the max stage of all of Aqua's magic. So I think that's what it's going to be like. But
That
maybe in
makes
like...
sense.
Yeah. Like maybe like...
That makes sense. Okay.
Alright. And what are you going to say? Sorry.
No, it's fine. Maybe like in earlier, like when you're playing a Sora in like earlier levels, it will take the whole bar, but that's just speculation.
So, like, as you level up, it won't take as much MP.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for Kingdom Hearts 3. Do you guys think that when we start off in Kingdom Hearts 3 as Sora, do you guys think that we'll get all of the magic laid out for us? Or do you think that we'll just, like, basically have to level up and get the magic and all that? With all the other abilities again?
Kind of want to unlock them.
Because I feel
I
like if they
think-
give us all the magic abilities that we get from like the other games, then I feel as if they'll have to make the game a little bit more difficult. You know?
I feel like
Yeah.
they're gonna go a regular JRPG route where like you start from the bottom.
Well,
I mean, it makes sense that the first sword would start with so many different spells and be really at the top of this game, but I don't know.
my input in all of this is like every Kingdom Hearts game, there's a reason as to why you start from the bottom. So like in Kingdom Hearts 1, that's Sora just learning. Kingdom Hearts 3, Shit of Memory, he forgets everything. Kingdom Hearts 2, he's been asleep for like a year, so he forgets everything. Birth by Sleep, he goes back into the past, so he forgets everything. So it'll be kind of weird and interesting to see how they kind of do this in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Sora sure likes forgetting stuff, doesn't he?
I mean, if anything, it could be tied to Keyblade's transformations or the fact that, you know, he's going on his final journey and maybe he's going to unlock a certain potential that's going to enhance these magic spells.
Mm-hmm.
Because they never really affected the environment before, and I think that's what they're going to try and do this time around. So now, they're going to start at the bottom, but they're just going to be now it's going to be a different kind of potential these spells can have as far as affecting the environment or maybe unlocking in a certain way. Because we saw Blizzard in previous games, it's just literally a shot of ice from the Keyblade, and see Aqua use it, there's shards coming out into icicle form. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that, because I really hope that as you start from the bottom, you're learning new and better techniques.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Let's get into the next thing. Okay, we already went through that. We already talked about lighting. Lighting looks good in most trailers. That's not really a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
The games.
Next point, height too, which we already talked about.
Okay. Let's read into that, because that's the next thing that happens. Height within the playable features of the world is something that was also focused on these games. So you mean like running across buildings and all that? Because you can do that in Dream Drop Distance, so...
No, I think it's more like the verticality sense that we talked about earlier.
I mean, yeah, and that in the first trailer we saw of Kingdom Hearts 3 when he was running away from the shadow, heartless, whatever, that wave of heartless coming towards him.
It has a
He
name
did
now.
run off the
It's
wall.
called Devil Wave.
Wait, huh?
It's called the Devil Wave now.
Oh, okay.
The last article confirmed it.
If we're talking height, I think it's because of scale. Because in Kingdom Hearts 1, everything is tall, like all the buildings are tall, and Sora is like small. But then like when you kept going through the games, like the character got bigger and everything else got smaller. So like buildings were smaller and stuff like that. And you can see it in like the 3DS version of Dream Drop Distance.
That's true. It was like they kind of had. Then again, they really had any hardware to work with 3DS, but now like they have so much they can do with the PS4, like the power of the PS4. Just imagine how large everything is gonna be.
Mhm.
Like what? It's gonna, like when we finally get to all play it, it's gonna take our breath away, because it's gonna be this huge open world or whatever, and we're gonna be able to see that open world.
Yeah, Tangle looks beautiful.
It does. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's get on to the next piece of art. Wait, any closing statements on this? No, not really. Okay.
Excited?
Yeah. Basically. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD will play with 60 frames per second. Isn't this the first Kingdom Hearts game to actually do that though?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Yes.
not really surprised. I mean, I was expecting it to play, 60 frames per second. I'm actually happy about that, though.
I thought it was going to be 0.2 to be the only one, and then they were like, Dream Drop Distance was going to be it, and I was like, what?
I could tell like they did not. It wasn't. They were not lazy with porting this. Like they were not lazy with Dream Drop Distance ports.
Oh, they better not be. I mean, this is a game built from the ground up, really.
Yeah. I mean, they already got too many people excited for it. A new Dream Eater is introduced in the version of Dream Drop Distance included in Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, named Katanoki or Pandanayan in Japan, which is a combination of a cat and a raccoon dog, more commonly known as a tanuki. The only reason I know how to pronounce any of this is because of Mario, if you want to be real. This is me being completely honest.
Yeah,
Tanuki
more
Leaf.
Dream Eaters. Yay.
What do you guys thoughts on Tanakanuki?
Well, I just typed in Tanuki into Google, and I'm very interested. It's literally Japanese raccoon dog. Not lying. That's what I got. Japanese raccoon dog, and it just looks like a raccoon. It's more fluffier.
Supposedly there was one in Zootopia as well. Oh, it was the news reporter. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Right. Yeah, it's just more fluffier. That's what it is.
It looks cute, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna name it Jeffrey, just like what I name all my animals.
I'm gonna name it Blue. Oh, Blue.
Just like at that E3 conference when I named that one bull thing that was in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, you named it like Jeffrey or Billy or something. I was like, what? Billy the Bull?
Billy the Bull, yes. Okay, Tetsya Nomura would like to give more Kingdom Hearts 3 news, but at the moment, it is important to focus on Kingdom... Okay, we already went through this. You just asking, please focus on Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, not 3, 2.8. To be honest, we already kind of are. Like, most of the YouTube community that covers Kingdom Hearts, that's pretty much all we've been focusing on all this and Unchained King.
Mm-hmm.
Because they haven't given us much information to work with.
Oh, they actually added 2 more bullet points since I did my video. Those bastards. Just 2 more bullet points, and they actually matter. I mean, look at it, Phantom. Look at it.
I see them. Information will be released regular. You mean the information? The information one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't even read that last night.
Those are literally just added because I don't remember putting that in my video, and I would have.
All I did is a text from my friend, and like she just texted me. She's like, "Did you look on K13?" I was like, "No," and I looked, and it was like she texted me like in 3 in the morning because I was up at 1 a.m. talking to Wendy and all them. Like I look, I was like, "Oh, this is interesting," and fell right back to sleep. Information will be regularly released. Will be regularly from autumn until launch in December for Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. I thought it said 3 for a minute. I was about to get hyped.
It's going to be full on 2.8. But yeah, oh my gosh, they definitely added those 2 bullet points I did my video because I screenshotted it and put it in my video. And those 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Edom, your thoughts on it?
So I guess we're gonna wait till autumn, which is weird.
Yeah. That means a lot more podcasts will be happening there.
That just means, what was it? There was a convention around there. Tokyo Game Show, D23.
Yep. Oh, no, not this year.
No D23 this year?
D23 is a event that happens every 2 years.
Oh, okay.
It is merely to advertise movies mainly, but Kingdom Hearts does appear there.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
And
Gamescom. I think Gamescom is the other that does in August, I want to say.
Yeah, Gamescom.
Gaming Awards? I don't even think that's a real thing, but...
No, yeah. I mean, why not?
Why not?
I highly doubt it, though, because all we get there is, like, Call of Duty.
It's true. We got, like, Call of Duty and, like, Destiny.
Yeah.
I'll never let the Gaming Awards live it down when they had Joe McHale as the host. That was the funniest year ever.
And nobody took the Gaming Awards seriously after that.
I mean, last year was really good there. Last year was really, really good.
They didn't even let Kojima take his award last year.
Which is complete
Oh,
bull-
yeah. Konami, yeah.
Yeah.
Konami, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, that was so wrong, man. That was
Yeah.
dead wrong.
I'm sorry for my younger fans for our younger viewers, but fuck Konami.
Did you see that picture that Norman Reedus sent to Konami after Kojima released his new game?
Wait, what did he? I didn't see that.
He sent Konami a video or a picture of Kojima sipping on a cup, and then the cup says Konami tears. It was right after they announced Kojima's new game at Sony's conference too, and I was rolling. I was like, savage, man, you savage.
Damn, Norman Reedus, Daryl from The Walking Dead, you were doing an amazing job.
I love it.
It looks really nice, and I can't wait till we talk about it on Monday.
Yeah, Monday, definitely Monday.
Cool.
Okay.
But let's get on to the last bullet point where we can end this off right. Tetsya Nomura, that was horrible reading right there. I don't do English. Tetsya Nomura.
Sorry, keep going. Just ignore me.
We're keeping all of this in because I suck at editing audio, but we're keeping this all in. Tetsya Nomura is hoping to get a playable demo for their Japanese audience to experience. What about us Americans?
Racist.
I think because we got it at E3, they're gonna try and do it at another event, like another Japanese event. So
yeah.
All right.
I think that's fair. We got it first.
Yeah,
so.
we got it first this time. It's our characters you're using, so we get it first this one.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, they're like, what they mean by that is probably at Tokyo Game Show, they're gonna have like a demo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's about it, guys. So, any closing statements? So, let's hear everybody's closing statements. Want to go first for this?
Even, you want to go first, or?
No, you can go first.
All right. As far as all the information that was released, it's exciting because we haven't got this chunk of information about 2.8 or 3 in quite some time. Looking forward to December for more Kingdom Hearts 3 information, and definitely to play 2.8. I think it's going to be a real gem of a collection this year.
Yeah. Edom?
I definitely think after the long 6-month dry season, this was definitely worth the wait. I can't wait to see what other information we can get throughout the year, and as well more information for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm really excited.
One Light Hub, any closing statements? Or did this man just die on us?
He just died.
Yeah, I think he might have Jet. He hasn't really haven't put any input in the past like 5-10 minutes.
This man is addicted to Overwatch, so we don't know what's going on right now.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I
Overwatch
literally
is
just
an
did a
amazing
video
game.
for that.
Oh, did you? It's an amazing game.
Fun game.
Yeah, it is a fun game. So guys, join us again for our E3 post podcast on Monday. This will probably be up on tomorrow or Friday. To look at our reactions for E3, go to Oblivion TCG Players channel. Thank you guys for watching. Just waiting for E3 to... Oh, now Win decide to speak.
How do you know?
Hey, just say... Do you have any closing statements before I completely end this?
Well, subscribe to my channel, even though I haven't uploaded in 3 months, because, my laptop's
I'm gonna plug in
and
the
also, screw everybody in this call. I'm out.
I love this nigga.
We love you, Wayne. We love you.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
Bye.